Hello, peeps. Hello, my beautiful people. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Sorry. I am getting situated. Okay, it's dark, but this view, like, my heart is fluttering, my heart is loving, my heart. Oh, fuck! Almost died with that one. Holy moly. Alright, hello, beautiful mother freaking people. Sorry about that one. I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're striving, you're succeeding, and you're moving forward in all the ways you should. Because you can do it all, and baby, I tell you. Sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like I haven't spoken to you guys in a hot minute. How are you guys doing? I hope that you all said good. I hope that you all said okay. I hope you said I'm fine. I hope you said anything, honestly. Anything gives me that assurance that you guys are here and roaming around with me. So we're roaming around together, and yeah. So my last video, my Patreon fail. I meant to post it on my Patreon. It didn't work out, and so I posted on there. But I'm low-key regretting it. I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay. It should be fine. Anyways, holy moly. So yeah, we're just smoking. We're chilling. I hope you have your blunt rolled. I hope you have your motherfucking bong. And I hope that you are just striving. I keep getting distracted. Whoa, my lonja. Okay, can I say something? Can we talk about something? Can we talk about something? Is that alright with y'all? So body image. I know this is a very sensitive topic for a lot of us, but let's talk about it. Body image. I feel like as a girl, as a woman, we're always put to these standards that we have to look this certain way, blah 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 blah, because all these other women are looking like us, or all these other women, we're all these other women, like, as we grow up, and this goes for men too. Like, if you're like a little boy or little girl and you're looking up to someone with any kind of physique that you want, you're like, how am I gonna get that, right? But to me personally, I was always like, honestly, I like being my true self. So like, this is how I just speak. Sometimes things come out vulgar, and they kind of come out vulgar to me too. I'm just like, damn, Stephanie, chill out. But like, okay, so for example, let's put an example. Middle school, what was I, like 14, 15 or something? I don't fucking know. Something like that. 13, I don't know. But it's like, how do you say it? We want to like be grown at such a young age, right? Like, we don't really know how to act at our young age. But that's what somebody said to me today. But personally, I think, like, I was always this random girl. I don't know. I was like, I don't know where I came from. I don't know what I'm doing here. But I'm here. And I'm going to do this. And something's going to happen. And something good is going to come out of all this at the end. But I would paint back in middle school. And it was nice. I would be in clubs. And I would just engage with a lot of people. But it came to a point where and this sucks, but it came to a point where the clothes I was wearing to the shoes I had on, like, it was making me feel uncomfortable, because people had all these other clothes, these like new fashion trends, all this going on, and I'm like stuck in like this like surviving mode. Like, I was still thinking like, how can I get through this other thing first, when I'd like to be over there and focus on those problems. I need to focus on these first. And low-key, I was just skipping all of that, and I was just like trying to fix something that really can't be fixed at the moment, but eventually it will be, as you just transpire. So that goes for like a lot of things. Like, okay, this is as I want to be blunt, bro. I can't like hold back anymore. But like, okay, there's people out there that are broke, dead broke, ain't gonna buy a meal for themselves, but they're gonna go buy a pair of $250 shoes. You know, where does the caliber start? Where is the level? Where is the leverage? Where is the balance? Anyways, so just putting that into perspective, I was like thinking like, damn, like I remember my first Jordans in middle school. I was so fucking excited. I literally looked for the shoes that nobody had. I didn't care what anybody had. I just wanted what I wanted. And I pray to this day like I can find what the fuck they were, but they were just like the coolest Jordan ever. I thought, okay, they were like, the bottom were like, it was like this, like a it wasn't like foam posits or nothing. It was like black at the bottom, and it had like a certain design, and they were like white, a little bit of like reddish accents. But like they were like back in middle school, like they were like old joints, and I was so fucking like excited. And I was like, damn, like, I don't know, I just felt so happy in that moment. I didn't give a fuck what anybody else wore or had. I just remember walking into that school, and the whole day I had my shoes on, up until like I went to clubs and everything. I went home, but like still like, and then so then there's that, right? Now let me tell you the other story. Back when I was in middle school, a lot of like the girls would wear tank tops, would start to wear really skinny jeans, would start to have all this makeup and all these things, and I would be like, whoa, that's fucking awesome. Because there was this one girl who I remember, it was so messed up for some reason. I remember she did her eyebrows, and it felt like the whole school was on her ass because she did her eyebrows. And I was like, damn, Shawty is so cool. I don't know, I just thought she was the coolest. And I just thought she was the coolest. Like, if I could have told her something, that's what I would have told her. But I just remember her being like popular, and then I don't know why I'm thinking about this, and this is coming up. Like, it's story time, I guess. But I was like so infatuated by the thought that it took strength and courage to like do something like that. Because, you know, I feel like back then I was so intrusive with my thoughts. I just let it roam. So like I was just like, damn, like she really had to think about what people think about her, to not think about what others really think about her. Because like, yeah, I don't know. And because like the thing was, I remember a lot of people just clowning her and going on her for, I don't know, she just had like painted her eyebrows. I don't know. And so yeah, there was like that certain situations. People were always like going on each other, like, you know, like what, right? We were all kids, but at the same time, like some of those kids like had influences that were not like adding anything positive to their life. So when these girls started wearing crop tops and all that, I remember I had a friend and I went to the mall with, and I bought a crop top, and I didn't tell my mom. And I had a big green puffer jacket, big green, like those old, like, and it had like a little like fur hoodie, and it was like green cargo jacket. It was so fucking nice. And I remember it was like a long sleeve crop top, and the crop top, like, it probably is like this, you know, but like obviously little old me probably wasn't supposed to be wearing something like that. And so eventually I got caught. You know, my mom was like, what is this? And she found it. You know how moms are. But the more I think about it now, I'm just like, damn, it really wasn't that big of a deal. But like, yeah, I would like those are like some of just the few examples that happened to me. But like, I let people's intrusive thoughts get to me and think, oh, like this is the way you should be and this like that. But at the same time, I just wanted to be myself. And when I was myself, I would get these raw, ugly looks, or this like, oh, why are you acting like that, or things like that, you know. And then I'm just like, damn. And then I just started moving over to this other way. Like I kept on getting what is that word? Disappointed. I kept on getting disappointed, and I was like, just trying to do what I was told. Anyways, I got in lots of trouble in middle school. Like, middle school was genuinely the year where I went on a rampage. Like, people might do really, really dumb things in high school, but middle school was the year that I just went full rampage mode on everybody. Because then in high school was when I was just like, I'm out of here. Like, I'm out of here, you know? And I didn't want to talk to anybody. And that was the best thing ever. Like, and then when I started talking to people, it was cool too. I learned from those, and I'm glad I talked to the people I did and I met the people I did. But like, I was still so like mesmerized by the fact that I was me. Like, I wasn't even like to the point where I am now, or even as far, obviously, right? But I was like so mesmerized. I was like in awe. Like, I just had my jaw open at seeing for the first times like what I was capable of. And it was just in like instances, for example, like praying and manifesting. Like, I was like genuinely getting things, and so like kind of that was like scaring me. And I was like, what could I possibly get out of this? What if like I am meant to do something horrible, and I'm like, I might as well not use this and just keep it away and not be in the whims of that, so that I don't even have the opportunity to mess it up, you know? And that was my mind. And I just kept going like that. But this ties into like body image. I'm trying to tell you guys, like, through all of that, through all my stories, it's like I can say I don't care about what other people think about my body now. Like, you're gonna hear things all the time and this and that, but like at the same time, it's like you have this relationship with yourself. And I've built this relationship ever since I was little, ever since I was in middle school. Even way before that, I was like, I love who I am, I love my body, and nobody can take that part away from me. And as much as you say it, people are gonna hate you for that. Like, you're gonna have friends that, or you know, not even friends, like, let me not say all that, but you're gonna have people, and you're gonna be in situations that, this is an example. Two friends, you know, one is talking about, I love my body is so nice, I'm gonna get this dress and it's gonna fit me so nice. And then we go, and then the friend responds, well, then if you love it so much, why don't you stop talking about it? You're gonna, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That was just an example. That was an example. I just created that example. But it's like, you're able to tell these quote unquote friends or people that are around you, like, what their true ill intentions are, because there are true intentions within everybody, and you know whether yours are true intent of madness or true intent of goodness. And yeah, all I'm trying to bring into this world is that both sides are fine. Just take it with the intellectuality that you need, and this faith that you're not gonna hurt people. Like, go be mad as hell, be mad at the whole world, but don't take it out on people, and don't inflict this causing pain that you're causing to yourself on others, because no, don't do that. Like, genuinely, don't do that. There we go, don't do that. That's one thing you don't do. There we go. That's one thing you don't do. Don't inflict your misery and your pain on other people just because you don't know how to do that, how to manipulate that. It takes time. You're gonna find it. And like, it's like really researching. It's like literally, it's fucking going on Google saying I'm depressed and all that, and then that's how it starts. Like, you're gonna start writing notes, you're gonna start like talking to the 988 number, even if it's for a moment. You're gonna feel that like sort of weird dynamic shift, as weird as it feels, because I know when I started everything and when I started like this plan in my head of who I wanted to be, it was like always this thing of like, am I gonna accomplish it or not? And now it's not a matter of whether or not I'm gonna accomplish it or not, because I am going to accomplish it or not. Right now and for the rest of my life, it's gonna be, what can I create? What can I form? And the energy of creation is gonna flow through me, and I am just the hands. I am the hands, and I am the body, and I am the machine, and I am just the roundabout. I am the thing. Like, I'm the machinery. We're the machinery moving it, the God, the universe, the spirit, the angels, it's all moving within us. And I was talking about this earlier. I was like, emotion and energy. Emotion, energy. I was like, they're the same. They go hand in hand. And emotion is energy, is what I feel. And I was having a conversation with somebody else, and we were just like, we were debating, and I was like speaking on this, and then I was like, just speaking for real. I was just informing. But yeah, so this thing of like emotion and energy. So emotion, sad, you're sad. It's like, that's weird though. I don't know. I guess still looking at definition might give me some clarity, but at the same time, I see it like that. I see it like an emotion arises out of you from something, a feeling that gives you, but the feeling is already in its own energy, whether it is a person, a thing, or anything it is, it's energy. So then it's moving back into you, creating this emotion inside of you, but without the energy, it wouldn't be that. And it's this constant cycle. And this is what I'm trying to explain. Like, I would like to explain what I did to get out of like myself. And it's literally imagining this invisible lines. Like, I literally imagine invisible lines, either when I'm walking, when I'm stressed, when I'm feeling down, when I'm feeling sad, when I'm feeling lost, alone, disrupted, confused, contained, boxed up. All of these emotions, this darkness, this void that gets so fucking dwelling. I imagine this wheel, whether it is a wheel of life, a cycle of life, but it's emotion emitting in and out of me that creates this sort of energy that is just flowing and flowing and going and going, and nothing stops that. Like, it just is moving so rawly, and it's moving so like exactly how it's supposed to. You may almost be able to call it perfect, but again, nothing is perfect. This cycle, this movement, it is there. But if we sort of put it into words how it should be right now, it kind of gets disoriented. And we allow ourselves to sit in that distortion long enough, whether it is half a second or whether it is 10 billion years. Imagine all that time that you could just like, okay, I'd like to get out of this now. All right. And then you're back in it. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stay. I don't need to stay here I don't need to stay here longer than I was here before. All right. And then you're staying there, and then like, it's like you're moving the time in that time. And you're like, and then before the time before you left, you're like, all right, let me go back to doing and moving and receiving and living and doing all of this. And then, you know, as you're here, you're there, and you're doing everything, and as soon as you need to, you'll go back to where you need to be. And then you'll sit there, you'll dwell, you'll be whatever the fuck you need to be, and you'll just sit in that. You'll sit in that. However long. Oh, okay. Let's go back. I have better, bigger, greater ideas now for my next project. Bigger, better, greater ideas for my next thing that I want to create. Bigger, better, greater ideas for my next project, for my next catalog, for my next business, for my next financial crisis. I don't know, for my next, I don't know, like financial, like amplitude or financial posterity. Sorry, I don't know if I said that right. I'm sure I butchered it. But this like financial flow, influx, and correspondence and movement and ache, and yes, here we go. It's nice. And yeah, we need to breathe. We need to take a second. We take that second. All right, folks, I'm gonna leave it at that. Remember, you are loved, you are taken care for, you are the divinity, space, time, linear magnitude, and you carry peace and love with you everywhere you go. Your heart is fucking humongous. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do what you have already done, and you are just back here in this life to accomplish your destiny and accomplish your goal, accomplish your measure, accomplish your purpose. And we're all here together, and we're all going to be here to help each other. And no matter what, we all deserve to be here. Every single one of us who is here today in this world was elected to be here. We are all destined to be here. Here in this world, here across this screen, in this video, watching me, listening to me, and just being here with me. Appreciate you. Yeah. Have a beautiful, magnificent night, day, morning. And yeah. Okay. Peace and love, people.